Hi everyone. Hey, I wanted to do a video about bonding with your sugar glider and also how you know when your sugar glider is bonded to you, how to get to the next level of bonding and trust with your sugar glider, and just the things that I've learned from my experience. Keeping in mind that I have 3 sugar gliders. I've had them going on 3 years now, 2 of them going on 3 years now, 1 of them more going on 2 years. And I'm not an expert by any means. I don't breed. I'm not a professional. I'm just going to give you my personal experience, and then you can take that for what it is. And there's a lot of information about sugar gliders out there. Some of it is not as good as others. So I would just really challenge you to sift and filter the information that you get. If you are on a site or listening to somebody that's telling you that sugar gliders are the easiest, best pet ever, that's a red flag, and you better maybe check your sources. Obviously, I love sugar gliders. I'm so happy that I have them as pets. I'm a committed sugar glider owner. I'm really obsessed with them, to be honest, but they are not easy pets in a lot of senses, in the traditional senses of pets. They are exotic animals. They have their own list of needs and desires and things that make them thrive in their environment in a home. They're not easy, they're not domesticated, I should say. So there's a lot of tricks and tips that people don't think about when getting them. They just kind of assume that they're going to be like a hamster or something that is more domesticated, and they're not. So it really is a big learning curve, even when you've done your research, to figure out, how do I handle them? How do I interact with them? How do I know what they want? And so I'm going to start that conversation. If there's other questions that you guys have, please feel free to comment below, and I will do my very best to make a separate video if there's questions that I have not answered. I have all 3 of my sugar gliders in this little no-sew bonding pouch that I made. I have a video on my page that is that goes over how to make that if you're interested. My sugar gliders do still crab. A lot of sugar gliders do. That's just their natural instinct. If they're at all scared, if they get startled, if they hear a noise or a voice that they're not used to, it's just their instinct. So if you're like, my sugar gliders crab, they're not nice. No, they're nice. They're just sugar gliders. That's just what they do. And so I was just gonna kind of talk to you guys a little bit about bonding, about handling. I very, very rarely, on a few times, I will, reach in and grab. Typically, I don't do that though. Not to say that you can't, but it is a good way to get bit. If I went in and like this one on top, this is my little Stella Luna. And she does not like to be grabbed. She will be on my hand for a long time. I'll show you. So what I do is I just kind of kick her out of whatever pouch she's in gently, and I let her hold on to me. So I don't hold on to her. I let her hold on to me, and she kind of guides the conversation, the handling experience. If she starts going somewhere on me that I don't want her to go, like my back, or someplace where I can't get to her, I will guide her gently with my hand, but I don't grab at her. That's a good way to get bit. She is very bonded to me. She trusts me. She loves being around me. She lets me kiss her, but she does not want to be grabbed. She's definitely the most chill one. She'll let other people pet her with no problem. She's not a big fan of being on other people, but that doesn't mean she wouldn't. If I popped her out of a bonding bag and put her on, if I put her on someone, she'd be fine with that. But she's not as comfortable on someone else as she is on me. She's looking for my bonding bag that I usually have down my shirt. So she's just very, she's very sweet. She's very social. She's very chill. Not all sugar gliders are like this. And this has taken us a while to get to this point. A lot of bonding and interacting with your sugar gliders is honestly getting to know their personalities and getting over your insecurities and your fears about them. So I was kind of obsessed at first when I first got them with, oh, I have to be able to hold them. I have to be able to hold them in my hand. I'm kind of past that now. It's like, I don't have to hold you for us to interact with each other. So see how I'm guiding her with the back of my hand back up to where I want her because I don't want her to go down. So that's kind of, I don't ever grab. When you grab like this, what does that look like? That looks like a mouth. They can't see very well. They can't see near as good as they can smell or hear, especially in the daytime. They have very, very quick, jerky reactions. And even if they're bonded to you and they see your hand coming at them like that, it would be very common for them to bite you. They're very small and they're naturally, God has made them to be defensive of themselves so that they survive. That's just how they are. So I don't grab them. I have seen people that handle them by reaching in the pouch and grabbing, and that's fine. And honestly, I have one that would be totally fine with me doing that. The problem is that they're usually all three together. And if I reach in and grab one, I'm afraid that one of the other ones is going to see that as a threat and bite my hand. And there's just no reason for me to do that. Honestly, I mean, I've really perfected the popping them out of wherever they are. You know, you take wherever they are. See, hi, that's my teary girl. That's my Natiri. You take them from wherever they are and you just kind of squeeze, not hard, please don't hard. Just squeeze the bag a little bit and they're going to come out. They don't want to be squeezed. So they're going to come out and they're going to see you, and she's peeing and pooping all over me. Sugar gliders do this. They do. I will clean this up after we're done talking, but that's just part of this one especially. She instantly pees and poops as soon as I get her out. Now see this one, Balky, he just nipped me a little bit in the hand. It did not hurt at all. It was his exploration. It's called an exploration bite. It was not aggressive. He's not trying to be mean. He's just saying, hey, what's that? Is that a hand? Is that a treat? What is that? He's feeling with his teeth, and that's totally fine. So now she's wanting to go back in the bag. So now see, they want, whether or not this is in my shirt or not, they want to go back in this bag. This bag smells like them. I don't wash it every time I use it. So I have a couple of these, and what I'll do is I'll take the one that smells like them and I'll stick it inside out in the one I want to use next. So they both, you know, like say I want to wash this one, before I wash it, I stick it inside out in the other one so it smells like them. When I very first made this new one, it didn't smell like them, and I put it in my shirt, did our whole normal routine, and they did not want to go in there. They're like, wait, this does not smell like me. I don't really want to do this. I could have worked hard to get them, but I was like, I'm just going to get the one that smells like them, stuck it down, and they went right down. So they're very, very smell oriented. So I would say that the biggest thing about handling and owning sugar gliders is just building your own confidence on how to handle them yourself. She sniffs and but she doesn't really nibble. This guy is chilling out a lot. He's still pretty nervous, but he's very sweet, very social. He's not lunging at me. He's not trying to aggressively bite me. So during the day, they're nocturnal, so they want to go back to sleep. So even if they do like you and they are comfortable with you, they don't really want to hang out with you a lot during the day because they want to go to bed. So I hope that's helpful. I'm just going to leave it there to start off with. Like I said, I think the biggest thing is being comfortable with experimenting around, seeing what your sugar glider likes or doesn't like, not getting so hung up on, oh, I want to grab them, I want to hold them, I want to, you might see on my channel, on my YouTube channel, I do have a video, a clips of a compilation. It's called Cute Sugar Glider Compilation, I think. And it's just a compilation of cute videos I've gotten over the years of them. And there is one of me holding Stella Luna in my hands. The only way I did that is she was in a bonding bag. something similar to this. I had my hand in there. I held my hand in there for, I don't know, 30 minutes or so, let her get really used to it. Put my other hand in there, let her get really used to it. Put my hand over her, let her get really used to it. Slowly eased her out of the bag. I mean, it was not like, oh, let me just grab you and go to sleep, night-night. She will not do that. She would instantly want to come out. She would probably bite me a little bit, not hard, but like, hey, what are you doing? She's the boss and I'm just her person. So don't get so obsessed with, oh, I have to be able to hold them. They need to know. You might have one that doesn't mind being held. Natiri, I can hold her. She doesn't really like it, but I can hold her and she's fine. If she has a treat, she's fine. She's pretty chill. But why? Like if she doesn't, it's not her favorite thing. I mean, it might be cute to take a picture of, I guess, just to show kind of some progress. And I've done that before. But there's really no reason. I can pet her, I can love on her. My biggest thing is training them to stay in this area. They have to stay where I can see them. So as soon as they start going other ways, you gently guide them back with your hand or the back of your hand. You don't grab off your shoulder. They will turn and bite, and they will not trust you. You need to be a safe place for them. So guiding slowly with your hands, not letting them get past where you want. And if you've never done that before, go in your bathroom, go into if you have one of your sugar glider tents, you could do that. They're like mosquito net tents. I don't use that anymore. I can go into detail about that, but anyway, I don't. I used to and I don't now. But go into a place where if they did jump off of you, which they might at first, then it's still safe. They have physical cues though. When they're going to jump, they kind of wiggle their back end and they look like they're going to jump. And so once you know what that cue is, you just kind of, oh, nope, nope, nope. And you kind of guide them back. You know, if you put your hand in front of their face, not right on their face, but just, you know, a little in front of their face, they're gonna be like, oh, what's this? And it's gonna stop them from wanting to jump. So stop them before they jump. If you feel like, okay, I would like quit while you're ahead when you're first starting. Let them get out, let them explore on you. If they start acting like, I don't really like this, I keep wanting to jump off, I keep wanting to climb down your legs, remember, keep guiding them up. You know, keeping them in this zone. And then just quit while you're ahead. Do like 2 minutes and then let them go back to sleep and give them treats. And then the next time you do it for 3 minutes. I don't have them out for long periods of time. I'm not going to make them stay awake for a half an hour. It's really more training them that's what they do. And now I've done that for quite a while now, like maybe probably 6 months or so now, and they don't jump off of me. I don't push it. Stella Luna, I will walk around the house with her on me, and I don't do it a lot, but I will. You know, I would go over and walk around, and she did, you know, pets, you know, hold on my hand. My husband can pet her, interacts with people. I've taken her to my kids' class before and done just education about sugar gliders, and she lets the students pet her. They wash their hands first. I give them you pet with like your fingers, you don't grab, you know, I give them a whole thing and they're fine. That's been fine. But anyway, I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions, like I said, feel free to comment and I'll make a separate video to answer those questions. And feel free to subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be trying to do at least one post a week on different topics. So if you have requests, please feel free to let me know. And hope you're having a great day. Bye-bye.